Hi, there's one last step you need to take in order to make sure that your students' report cards appear correctly. The way in which the report cards work is that they require that teachers enter scores in for every single standard that's in the gradebook. So one thing that may come up when you look at the report is standards that are misaligned like this. So in ELA, your child is currently reading at a specific grade level. This standard should actually be one down in this box. This one should be one down in this box, and so forth. And what happens is if there's a problem at the top, it causes a problem the whole way down. Same thing in math or science or any other subject. In order to fix this, you need to make sure that you have scores entered in for every single standard. One thing that is a little confusing and should be happening automatically but isn't is the filling in of a dot for some of the standards. So you may have noticed some of your standards, which we'll call the parent standard right here. This parent standard houses all these little standards underneath it. Same thing with this one. So for some teachers, a period is appearing here. And if you hover over this, you can see that it's a non-graded parent standard and that an allowed score is a period. So I can type a period in there and it will accept that, but it will not accept anything else. However, if there is nothing here, then it's going to move all of the standards up one in the report, which will result in them not being aligned correctly. So although it is only a simple thing, it is necessary to make sure that the reports appear. So the easiest way to do this is to go in, put a dot in the top column, or a period, sorry, click on there and type a period, and then right click and say fill scores. When you say fill scores, it'll ask you if you want to enter any students who don't have a grade or replace all. Either option is fine if there's nothing in the column. And then the only grade option you can choose is the tiny little period and say OK. And then it fills all of the ones below with a period. Pretty quick. Same thing here. I can actually right click, fill scores, pick a period, say OK. And I'm going to go across and I'm going to do this for every single one of these parent standards. Right click, fill scores, put a dot, say OK. So as I do that, I also need to check that I'm not missing any actual scores or any not applicable NA scores for any students. That will also cause the same issue. Last one, okay. So now every single grade column, oh, that one didn't work. Do it again, fill scores, period, okay. So now I can see every single column and every single row has a standard. The only column that can be empty is the one that has the comment C by it. You don't have to have comments. Some principals want those, other principals don't. It's up to your building how you do that. So this column can have empty boxes, but no other columns can. You're going to want to make the exact same changes to every class and make sure every single class has every single box filled. Anytime you're moving away from your gradebook, going to another page, you want to say save. So it's going to store those final grades. And sometimes this takes a couple minutes. And now I can check back, and I just clicked on second grade math, and that was the class I was going to. And now I can see I have dots filled in for that. If I were to go to first grade art, for example, I can see here that there are no scores at all. There's only one student. This is a test class. So any class that you have has to have every single standard filled. Every single column, every single row, either a score, a dot, or an NA.